ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is afternoon, I think.
Yes.
I am Abel Kirui. For those who have been following maybe YouTube, I am 2 times world champion, Olympic silver medalist, Chicago winner 2016, and thing up number 2 2017. I won several races actually, like Vienna, which I broke the course record. I am a resident of Eldoret. I am a father of 3. I have got a very beautiful daughter, Choili. The first born is Steven, and the last born is Axel Kipkoech. No, the name is related to Abel Axel. So.
Last born or acting last born?
I think it's the last born, man. You know, this Kenyan is like 1,000 children. Yeah, because you actually to manage a family is very important. If you are willing to go to 15, no problem. But for me, I think 3 is enough. I am a resident of Eldoret, but I say Gratoland or homeland where I was born is the Nandi South. I am bordering Nyanza at the end of Tenandi, and those are the areas where we have put hills, terrains of all sorts, and well, I think those were the advantages of us running when we were young. When I was in my primary school, and my brother, who is tall, almost this size, was walking, and I was running like this because he was a serious guy. Height of this gentleman here. And so I think the legs were moving all the time, because once he entered the school gate, he can ride even if he is your own brother. Eh? He was not joking. And I think it was developing discipline to me. And I was like trying to be more faster to get into the school compound before him. Yeah, so I'm the last born in the family of 4 brothers, 4 boys.
They're running as well?
He stopped. The second born was running. I could say that the first born is a farmer. The second born also is a farmer, after not doing so much because the guy was like Messi in football, but then he developed a kind of malaria which affected him, that is not doing something serious anyway. And that is the problem we saw 1990 there, and it was 91, 92. It was a big challenge, but his school not doing it. But then my brother was following Ren. He went to Europe. He won like Salzburg Marathon, grass. So he was well talented. But then with injury, he stopped also running. And I'm still continuing running. After going to Europe 2005 up to now, it's almost over 16 years. And you see how the career is carrying people. And I encourage young people to run even for 20 years. Me, myself, if I can reach 20 years, 25, I will be happy running, because I don't feel anything. Today, I think I came also to the same course record. Kamoror is dangerous. He ran 2:15, but I ran 2:18. And it is the postal route. I hope if you have been to Summit, if you have been to Blossback, that kind of hill is there. And we were doing 2:18, 2:15, 2:18. Today is a special celebration, so we are going to celebrate chicken today because we broke the course record of the course.
So the Flouspar is like a pretty much entirely uphill marathon, starting from what's the altitude you start?
I think around 12, around 15.
Yeah, so start
All the
like
way to
1,500 and finish 2,500.
Not 15 in Kaptagat the Kam. I think in the Kaptagat Kam is maybe 22, and then you end up finishing at 24. So, and INEOS in short. So the whole of the week was so busy with the Nike team all the way from America. Yesterday with power with the gym, and today 40 kilometers. We have been busy. And Songok wanted to contact me to come. I told him, wait, you know, when you can do another extra activities when you finish the real workout, and it is more comfortable, because after this also Bitandu is waiting me for massage. After that also, then now I can go and finish the kuku, and I go and sleep. You know, kuku chicken. So running is about commitment actually. it is commitment focus. I know when you come to Kenya, actually you want to know what is these people eating. We eat something simple, locally. Milk, I like milk so much. I also take banana and practice every day. Yeah, discipline, like what ELIUD used to say, because well, you remember before I went to Kaptagat, I wanted to challenge and see what ELIUD is doing. But since then, I have never closed the cup, because we went to London together. I finished number 4 when he won. And then I remember I won another race and I went to Chicago. I was number 2, he won his race. So what I know, the secret of the gentleman actually is a real focus. And I am trying to follow that path, whereby you need to be completely committed. Yeah. And actually, I know Kenyans, we sometimes become crazy doing this, doing many businesses, and then it spoils the actual career. And as you grow, you learn those things, and you try to keep what is your best yet. And that is why I'm still running, because I have seen athletics has taken me far and wide. He has traveled me many countries, where Singapore, I've been there, Boston, Chicago, New York, London, Germany, all the most parts of the Europe. I think I have never been to Australia. That is the continent, and China. Maybe anytime soon I need to complete the continent. And it will be happily. You smile, you fly. Sometimes you get ambulance, you smile, because it is nothing serious anyway. Yes. Yeah. And I am preparing for Abinenda to run on 8th of May. I think UK, that is Barcelona Marathon. Anybody from Spain? Yeah. So I think I will be doing Barcelona Marathon, and I am seriously need to improve my personal best from 2:05. Maybe if I can do 2:03, I can smile so much. I will be closer to ELIUD now. Yes.
What's your earliest competitive memory, or your earliest race you remember?
Yes, I still vividly clearly remember the race I went to run in Europe is Gniezno. It's a very rich city in Poland, and it was a 10-kilometer run. We were running with a guy from Rwanda. He was called Kasamili, and he was the favorite of the day. But then finally I won the race. Yes.
So you say you've been running for coming up for 20-25 years?
Sure, yeah, the actual international competition. But you want to ask me the history of running. I was running when I was as young as in class 5. Maybe as young as I went to the school, because I was running chasing my brother. But the real competition is actually 2005, when I could go to 2004, maybe it was September, but then I got an injury, which actually made the flight to be cancelled, because it was a terrible injury in the calf. So then I was in Nairobi, and I was crying, shedding tears. And you see, I was thinking maybe the chance of going to Europe now is no more. But then the following year, something like April, then that is the time I went to run in Poland. Road races, Bielsko-Biała, Bydgoszcz, Krakow, yeah, Gdansk. Those are the main areas I was. Then after that, I went to Germany. I worked with Volker Wagner. I was staying in Dortmund, and I was going to the beautiful forests of the Germany. But then after 1 year or 2 years, then now I came to the bigger manager, who is called Yosemite. And up to now, I have never changed the management. Yes.
Yosemite?
Yes.
Who's
From Holland.
From Holland, yes.
Who's coaching you?
Yeah, Patrick, sir. Yeah, if you are in Kaptaga, there is no other coach other than Patrick.
Yeah.
But here, when I was here, like 5 years ago, I was with RENATO CANOVA, and it earned me the beautiful glories, because then I won Chicago after injury of 2013, and 2016 CANOVA uplifted my life to the heights again, where I went to Chicago winning, the following year Chicago winning, and also before that, then CANOVA was handling me to win 2011 when I was in Iten. Yeah, so Iten is also something brilliant.
And you were training with Gavin at that time as well?
Yes, Kevin, yeah, he was all the time with Havel, yeah. He's my good friend, gentleman. Yeah. And then I think I came out to Southampton. I think I finished number 3 one time.
Yeah.
I ran Manchester, number 3 when Mufara was winning.
Yeah.
And then
Lots of people
followed by
running.
the guy from Uganda.
Some people here are running Manchester Marathon.
Yeah, very beautiful race. I wish I am invited to come again. I like that city is very beautiful, yeah. And anyway, I know you support different guys, but I am still a Man U guy.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. But we need to improve. I don't know. Since our coach, the old coach, when he has to come with tactics, so I don't know. When Rooney was away, we are struggling.
We are.
Yeah.
I remain in.
But my daughter is a Man City, but she has been unbeatable. Man City, yeah.
But Gavin supports Southampton, and we did them over, didn't we?
Sure. We don't know how we are going to reach that level. We run, but we need also football. I have my school called Creato in Eldoret. Now I'm developing a sport academy in future because it is a 5-acre land and I have the field. Now I'm developing it because I like football so much. When we are doing like this, my boy is bright in the brain. And also, I enter him to a sport academy of football nearby in my school. So I think he told me, Papa, I want to run on Highland, but athletics is very hard. Yeah, then it's your choice, man. So now he's now training football so much with the left, but writing by right is extraordinary. Yes, yeah.
Do you ever find yourself thinking negatively? Any memories of struggling with negative thoughts in a race or in training?
Oh, yeah.
And if so, how do you defeat the negative thoughts?
Yes, surely sometimes maybe when there is some negative influence affecting your mind, you try to chase them away and then you invite the positive, and that is what I was getting in the book by Afat. There is something I have special here, and I wish everybody could wish this guy a create. You can have ego. It's the secret of being a millionaire, and these are things which is also guiding us. If we go through the books also running, it's not only about running alone. You have to get information that improve your running, and such great guys are actually changing our life and lifestyle. Well, maybe then sometimes you are discouraged. Maybe you want to go to the race, appearance might be minimal or no. I remember when I was going to Chicago, and I think my appearance was very little. It was like I train anyway, but then I never took up money. I took up results, and then money follows me. And then I earn a lot. I don't want to expose anyway, but then I was like from knee to the top. So negative thoughts is coming. Maybe when you are injured, you feel like this thing is frustrating me. I cannot go to the race. This life. Sometimes we see problems or challenges in families also at times where people have got different opinions, and then those are negative things which is in following is coming on your way to when you are heading to success. We leave it. I keep myself praying that God guide me, that God lead me to the right ways of life, and lead me not unto temptations. And that is what I used to get cool here. When you close your eyes, you meditate. After some 5 minutes, all the negative things go away, and then the positive things comes to your mind. Actually, they are there. But then we try to chase them away. You talk with men, don't go alone. You stay with a group. We're always in Kaptagat, we used to dance sometimes, and we are chasing away those evil spirits. Yes, we call them evil spirits. And when you smile, you create your inner moods, and that inner moods will produce the outer moods, which are the best results in life. Yes.
Okay.
Do you practice that with the coach, like meditation? Is Patrick Sang asking people to meditate?
No, that is all our private doings. But we have never talked with coach. But before we sleep, we have to pray as a team. Now also with cyclists, we think that we are a family. We stay together. We trust each other. There is no stealing here. You don't compare yourself with any other person. And then you run your own path like the plane in the air. They don't collide because everyone has his own level. Yes, yes.
Can I ask about the terrain here in Eldoret and Iten?
Yeah.
What do you think it is about maybe the surface and the hills, the ups and the downs? And when you are in Eldoret or Iten, what percentage of your runs would be on these trails?
I have never actually trained so much in Eldoret, but I was training in Kapsabet. But then my advantage part, we were going to the tea plantation there, and there is also some, but then the altitude there is 18, which is low. But if you come here, the first like 1 month, you still like taking hold the hair, and then you are struggling so much. But then with time, you come used to. Yeah, these are even you when you come from Europe, and then you start with 1 kilometer, no problem, or start walking, no problem. But then as time goes, the rhythm can come and you enjoy it. It's like the machine you propel, and when it picks, it can go by itself. So, but then if we have got actually a difference in Eldoret and here. Here also recovery is more faster. Iten Kaptagat, like when you come from training, you get outside there, you get fresh air, it cools the muscles, so rejuvenation is more faster. I think that's the right English word. What do you know? Accent. Oh, sorry. I am now getting the message also. The message of you are talking of the rap road and the tarmac or the service?
Yeah, it's not tarmac, but just the trails,
the
surface and the
hills and yeah.
To what extent you think that's a really key thing for the success of Kenyan runners?
Yeah, so like now if you talk to Eldoret, it's mostly plain, and here we have got the valleys, ups and yeah. But so the advantage part of it, you actually know if you train in this climbing up, the muscles tend to be more strong, and this also added combined oxygen, hemoglobin content going up. And I think those are the science part. I think it is favoring somebody who is here than who is in Eldoret. So if you go down the valley, I remember the 2 times I was coming hiking with my friend. We were going to Hanin, coming through the forest, and we finished at the house of Florence, take tea with Florence. And that is the joy of being in Iten. I'm not far from here. But it's a great, never to tell anybody. So I enjoy when you go up and then come climbing like this, and then you go to the track for during Tuesday. You feel easy. You feel easy. You know, you make something hard to make you easy. Then if you go easy, then the obstacle is hard for you to jump across. Yes. Yes.
Could you describe to us what a normal week of training looks like for you at the moment?
Actually, there is a combination of a weekly program actually, which goes maybe per day. It takes you maybe 30 kilometers, and then you multiply before you envelop the 40-kilometer long run. So like maybe Monday we used to have a break at home, then you go like 20 or 15, 18 kilometers. Evening you have to go another 10 kilometers. Tuesday speed walk, or maybe 15 to 18 kilometers or 15. Normally we do like that. And then evening also you have to release the lactates by doing the jogging of a 10 kilometer easy, which is for 45-50 minutes. And the following day is Wednesday, you drink water doing a 20 kilometer, and then evening also a 10 kilometer, waiting for maybe if this week is 30 kilometer, the following week is 40 kilometer in our program. So we are alternating like that and that and that. And then Tuesday for tomorrow now, maybe 18 kilometer jogging, easy talking, and then evening also like that. And then the Saturday morning before we break, we do fat leg. And then maybe you can do your something in the evening, or you rest. And then on Sunday, instead of resting, we have a good secret of doing something up to 30 kilometers easy, and that is also helpful to prepare you for Tuesday. And that is how the program runs. I have everything. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What are you going to do in the build-up to, is it Barcelona marathon you're hoping to do the personal best?
Yeah, now I think I need to have the cross running. Now like I am getting maybe like if like 30 kilometers, I need to also to add something in the evening so that I can improve, and also improve weekend something when I am at home. And those are the tactics I am going to improve. Maybe cycling, maybe swimming, doing like in the water. I need to add something. I must add the ingredients to make this. Yes. Yeah.
And do you always change your training regime in the approach to a big marathon?
We don't. We follow a Patrick program path. Yeah. But then maybe you add something during the weekend, but taking risk care. If you had too much, actually you will pan up. The other one will pan up on Tuesday. So you need to add something with a lot of care. Yeah. It needs mathematics, clever. Yeah.
How old were you when you? Was there a time you remember when you decided this is your life? You wanted to make a life of running?
I think. Well, it was 2004 when I joined the training camp. That was because I was born 1982, so you can calculate. And that is the time I saw. Well, I was working in Mombasa with another guy, and then I told this guy, now I think I'm going to lose opportunity. When I'm sleeping, I have some kind of imagination that I need to travel all over the world. But now this job is like painting me, and it is like I cannot explore my talent. So then he told me, no, go and ask for permission tomorrow. No, don't fear, don't worry. Then I was like, I was sweating, and another power came to me. Then the following day I went requesting for training, doing the job, and then training in the evening, and I was granted the permission. And that is the time now. Then I came to run. Mombasa is low altitude. I came to run in Eldoret. I was like position 200 out of 300, or a lot of people I cannot imagine. But then I went to tell my boss, yeah, I was like 60 or something. I think I don't know. And then he told me, no, he saw my eyes. He say like I am like honesty, and I have a goal in life. And then he was flexible to give me more time. And then I trained like that. I went out to the group of the big guys who had run. And then within some months, only like 6 months, I was like, whoo. Because one time I was crazy enough to run to my home area, which is like 43 kilometers, and then I come the following day halfway, which is 23 kilometers, and then I pay like 50 shillings to reach at the camp when I was dry without water. And I think that is the genesis of all these things, because the body, like I open up all the body, and I don't know how to describe that one, but then I came into shape afterwards, and that shape carries me the whole year. So I think endurance, if you have got the secret of endurance, the other things will be more easy for the whole. So in short, I was like 2004 when I joined training camp. Within that 1 year, if not injury, it was even less than 1 year. But then I went out to the wall, outside wall, 2005.
Good moment that you can identify the precise moment.
Yes.
Until your body opened up, accepted the challenge.
Yes.
It's quite cool.
Did you ever start off with any like shorter distances on the track, or did you always know that you were going to be a half marathon specialist?
Of course, I was sometimes mixing things here, because I had no space at the time. Like you know, in Kenya, where you want to get the first thing you want to run to get money. And then when I was running in Europe, sometimes there is no road races. I remember I was number 4 in, I don't know what time, 3 something or what, in 1500. I ran 1500, number 4 in Grand Prix in Bidikos there. I ran in 10,000, which something like 28 or almost closer to 27. I ran in Europe, and I ran in Kenya also. Well, I was sometimes number 2, number 3. And I used to admire the running in the track fast, even like for long. But then I had no coach. The direction was like I was beating up. I was like it was not clear, the way was not clear. But then if I had a very serious coach, actually I could have run more in the track before doing marathon. Yes, but I did. And I was doing it number 3. I ran with the guy called Apuya when he came from World Cross, and we met. He was the guy was actually from military, and I was from police, and everybody was just around there. And amazingly, from 16 lap, he was in my at my park. But then it was a disaster at the last minute. I won the race by an inch, not even an inch, and it was 10,000 meters. So that was a beautiful run, and that is the track I cannot forget. Yes,
Nice.
yes.
What do you think Team INEOS has done for the elite Kenyan runners? Has they introduced things that you can now do which perhaps you didn't do before you were part of the team?
INEOS?
Yeah.
I think INEOS is now coming. I think when we get like INEOS this cloth, I think it does not even take 1 year or so. It is managed when maybe incorporated with Nike to add their product in the Nike. But then I think the people knows more is the management. But for me, when I see now supporting the cyclist from the crown, and also that chance giving ELIUD to break the barrier of 2 hours, it is a huge revolution. That nothing is impossible, and no human is limited. And I think maybe one time the Kenyan cyclist will be the greatest cyclist of the world also. I might predict it might be like that. So I think INEOS is coming up to improve where the talent is. Where the talent is, and we like these guys. You know, I am a follower of Elon Musk sometimes, and I like some huge things he's doing. And if we get like 1,000 people like this, the heart will change definitely. Yeah.
Is there any athlete, living or dead, you'd like to have met or raced?
Whom I need to race with?
Yeah, like a dream athlete you've never been able to race.
I think Hispanian I still wish to race with ELIUD one time. Yes.
One on one.
One on one. We have raced once, but I wish I meet him the second time.
Aside from your actual running training, what other activities are you doing to supplement and to improve your running, like strength and conditioning, or you're going for a massage? What does that look like in your weekly program? How much training are you doing aside from the running itself?
Yeah, like of course, well on Wednesday when we go for morning run, and then we have to do stability exercises, which is taking us almost 1 hour 20 minutes, and it is done by the guy called Macroins from Spain, and this guy from Spain, and this is the routine. It is Wednesday and Friday. So we do squatting, many other activities, sit-ups, push-ups, and that is adding power. Yeah.
Is your plan to be as quick as ELIUD in the future?
Yes.
Is that the goal?
Yeah. Well, when I get my head into the books of 203, then now I can imagine I can talk of maybe 200. If it is still going to allow me. Yes.
Do you believe you can do it?
Yeah, I believe if I set myself with conditions necessary, I believe I can do. Yeah, I can do. Nothing is impossible. I have the energy. It's only to improve legs to be more faster and endurance. And I go smiling and smashing maybe 200 again. Yes. Yeah. I don't have any problem. I am healthy in my body. Yeah, and my mind, so I don't see any barrier.
Do you think there's a reason that you've been able to train at such a high level for such a long time? Like, is it maybe like the strength training or the way you train? Like, how have you managed to run 2 hours 5 for 15 years?
Yeah, I have actually play between 205, 207, 206, and because I think the book here is saying, if you do the same thing over time, it gives you the same results, and that is why maybe I need to improve something, and that is what actually I've been doing, following the same path, and I have been doing that time, as you have said. But now I am thinking how to do something extra. If not the injury, like 2013 after Olympic, I got a very terrible injury, Achilles. I had a crack inside here, and then it ruins my all here.
I think you interpreted that as me saying, why have you only ran 205 for 50 years? What I actually meant is, how have you been able to maintain such a high level for such a long time? Because sometimes you see athletes who maybe they're good for 2 years and then disappear, but you've been high level for many years, and that's something we would all like to replicate. You know, be as good as we can for as long as possible. Longevity in the sport. Do you think there's a reason that you've been able to do that?
Yes, of course, with discipline also. You run, you discipline yourself, like I used to tell people, when the race is 1 month to the race, you don't need to travel to Mombasa with your girlfriend and do some swimming. You just all these other things first, and then after that you come and go and swim and swim and celebrate your day after the glory. So I think precisely I used to keep my program strictly also when the race is. I am a bit nervous. I don't like being a failure in life. So I always I must show, because the cameras are there, the promises of the mouth is there, and you need to keep that thing happen. Yeah. But like now, 2, 3, I have to do something so that I don't shame you. It's not easy. Yes.
So you think maybe it's more in the head than in the body?
Yeah, the inner thing is only a replica of what can come out is from the inside. Yeah.
So do you think Kenyan culture has a lot to do with that? The culture is very positive, lots of hope, very happy.
Yes.
Do you think that is something that is harder to replicate?
I think even if you see these great guys, great musicians, great footballers, those who live long and succeed long are the happy people. Yeah. If you are happy, stay happy. And the happiness can yield happiness. But the sadness or bad mood can also keep you bad omens all the time. Yes. Yeah, I am telling you. Culture being together, staying together, eating together is also good.
Yeah.
It's helpful so much.
When you are training with your teammates,
yeah, is
your family there as well, or is that?
No, my family is not far. They are now. I shifted from Kapsabet to Eldoret. Now it is like 30 minutes travel from the camp to my home.
Yeah. So do you see them every day?
Or weekend.
Yeah.
We have a break from Saturday, the whole of Saturday, the whole of Sunday, and morning Monday. By exactly, if you are serious enough, you need to be in the camp by 10 or 11 or 12, and then you go for evening training. Yes. Okay. And the 2 days is enough. You jump with your boys, you going down like this, climbing you, and then over your shoulders. And this is bad. I like that. If I miss my boys, I'm feeling sick.
What do you think is more exhausting, spending time with the boys or 40k long run?
Yeah. If you finish like now, I finish sport, and even if you tell me we do another 10k, I can do. I feel fresh. I don't know. The body is genetically something I don't understand. But then if you are with family, sometimes yes, they can jump over you, and then you say you go to close your door, and then you sleep a little bit, and then you come and play again. Yeah. Yeah. You keep time, and then you also tactically keep yourself a rest also. Yes. Because if you step in your legs when the race is too close, it may spoil also everything. Yes. So I think it is good sharing. Yeah. So the only problem, we never knew each other, we never do introduction. So I am just kindly requesting if it could be possible that I know from here, from a beautiful lady here, and then all the way around, and then And then if there is one last question, because also I have a massage.
Yes.
And the next time if you come bill free, Songok will bring you to my school, to my home. It is possible my wife can make you tea. And Kenyan tea are good. If you need also meal or soya, very smart.
And ugali for rope.
Yeah. Oh, ukali. Yeah, ukali. You like ukali? I think we need to have a partnership company. We need to have a ukali cooking machine. All the time like this. Especially in institution, it can twist the spine. So don't steal our idea. We have to bring a machine that can cook ukali. It would be a huge revolution. Thank you.
Okay.
I think when you go to your home area, just greet everybody, and we encourage each other to work very hard. We encourage each other to keep environment clean, and we pray also that the nations be one, so that they don't fight like what is happening in those other areas. We don't like this thing. It is damaging, and so our prayer that our brothers come together, sit together, and come into agreement. And life is important.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
life is important.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.